Hey everyone, how's it going? Oh, sorry for the lateness of the call, or the earliness, depending on where you are in the world. It's 4:30 a.m. here. Crazy Ivan, and not going to bed. And he's going to get nagged to death by a lot of people, and, and he's used to that too. So I'll wait till some people come on and we'll get started. Oh, what a day. What a day. It's been a good day. I've enjoyed today. I actually went for a small power nap earlier this afternoon. It's probably why I'm still awake now. Naughty Ivan. Yes, I know. You need your sleep, Ivan. We've heard this all before. I need my sleep. I like when people say, "You'll get sick." No, I don't get sick. Which really annoys some people that I don't get sick. I think because I don't sleep, I probably deserve double pneumonia or something like that. But sorry, guys. No, I'm just too happy, too focused, and too driven to get sick. I saw on one of our posts some person, that's being a nice word for it, that, "Oh look, another scam," and I said, so I replied to it. Usually I ignore him, but this time I replied. I said, I love how people who don't talk to the owner can just call scam, something along those lines, and he comes back, "Oh, I don't think I know it's a scam," right? I said, okay, well, I replied back, getting into the spirit of it. I replied back, "Well, why don't you message me, and I'd love you to message me and just tell me how you know it's a scam. I'd love to know." Because with the post, it doesn't even have my name in it or anything like that. So, and he comes back a little later and says, No, I don't want to do that, and I've reported you." For what? Yeah, you gotta love these people. As I said, there's if you've been in a lot of programs over the years, if you go searching for a scam on a certain program, you'll find scam. Don't do it, because all that does is actually pay them for putting rubbish on their blogs and things like that. So that's why if people send me a link about, "Oh, look, you've been called a scam," I don't go to it, because it just pays them. I'm not gonna make them money. And I've seen all these people that cry scam, and all these people who put posts up about, it's a scam. Never really talk to the owners about it. Never do any research. It's just their opinion. So never get worried about things like that. I never do. I have fun with it most of the time. If they were, any of them were serious, they'd come to me and ask me. I mean, it's not like I'm hidden. It's not like no one knows who I am. So I'm here. I'm everywhere. Yes, I never worry about things like that. So I have a bit of fun with them sometimes. It's like, prove to me. Of course they can't, because it's not. So I nearly said, "Oh, so you think it's a scam to try and heal the world?" Oh, that's lovely. Probably a politician. But getting back on track. So that's what I was doing this afternoon. I was on a call with Chuck earlier, and Juliet, and Joan Bloomfield was there as well later on, and we were having a good old social chat. And I tried to, when you get Chuck and Juliet together, get the word in. You thought I could talk. Wow, those two together. But no, it was good. And it's made me think. I mean, I have my own Zoom channel and things like that. And I'm always trying to answer messages on Facebook as best I can. And when I'm writing it, I'm trying to convey what I'm trying to answer. And sometimes they say, "Oh, yeah, okay." And I get the feeling that I don't always get it. So what I'm going to be doing is I'll be on Zoom a couple of times a night, one early enough for the Australians to message me, come on Zoom with me, talk to me about, ideas, concerns, questions they have, so I can answer them. Sort of like a prospect call, like a Q&A night sort of thing. I want to do that every day, and I'll do one a little later on, so the Americans can and the English can get on if they want to. What I'll do is I'll just leave the Zoom channel open. I'll do my own thing. When someone comes on, I'll have a conversation with you. It's nothing, formal sort of thing. You don't have to worry about, anything. It's just come on, have a general chat and things like that, and get to know the owner. That's always a good way. I figure we're all going to be working together to try and heal the world. We might as well get to know each other as well. So I figure my door should always be open to everyone. So, I mean, I know I can do prospect calls, so to speak, and things like that, and I will. But if you've got a friend who you want to introduce to Bitcoin Ascension, and I'm doing a Zoom call every night where it's just we talk to each other, it's not just me doing the live and you can't talk back. It's where you do the talking and I do the answering, and we get to know each other. If you want to bring people along to those, I'll set 2 separate times. You know, I'll go for about an hour for each. You know, if anyone pops on, asks their questions, I can answer it and things like that. If it goes longer than the hour, that's fair enough. But if nothing's happening in that hour, no one's coming on, I'm just going to turn it off, aren't I? Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do every day. So I can basically, I'm here to talk to anyone you want to introduce to Bitcoin Ascension every single day, where they can actually talk to me and I can answer their questions. And I think this will be a lot better than trying to answer all the messages on Facebook to know the real ones from the not real ones. So, because a lot of the people like to come in and troll and act like they're interested, and really they just want you to join in their crap. And I haven't got time for that. I've been offered so many different programs lately, and I don't join other programs myself at all. I'm fully focused on Bitcoin Ascension. Even if I'm, you know, as I said, it's a long-term thing. What we're doing here, we will make money, obviously, while we're doing this, and we are. But obviously, I'm not making enough daily, like a 9-to-5 job. But I'm willing to sort of, you know, give it my all, so we can. Because mathematically, guys, we can make it go so fast that it earns. I get people messaging me saying, it's not going fast enough. And I said, what are you doing? Well, I'm watching. Well, guess why it's not going fast enough, guys? Yeah, there you go. It's sort of you answer your own question. There's no such thing as a stupid question, and there isn't. But they really answer their own questions when they make statements like that. It's not fast enough. Well, what are you going to do about it? Me? Nothing. Well, there you go. Don't complain. Let mummy and daddy drive. And you sit back and just watch the scenery as it goes. You're not going to become successful unless you get involved in what you want to become successful in. So if you really have a passion, and not just say you have a passion, but if you really have a passion for something, you know, and you want to achieve that passion, that goal that you've always wanted to, then you're going to have to put the yards in. It's simple as that. You will never, ever, ever succeed by sitting on the couch and watching TV. Okay? Simple as that. And the sort of people we want joining Bitcoin Ascension aren't people who just want to make money. Aren't people who want to jump from program to program to make money and nothing else. I understand going into different programs, don't get me wrong, I'm not having to go at anyone. I'm just saying, if that's all you do, jump from program to program to program, you know what you are not doing? You're not understanding the program. And that's why you're not succeeding as well, for a lot of people who don't succeed. I'm sure some people succeed quite well. But the ones who succeed know what they're talking about. They know the program. I had a person message me the other day, I think it was yesterday, and they were saying, I don't know, how do I withdraw? And this person's been with us since the beginning. But they've made an account, but then they jumped over to something else straight away, you know, hedging their bets and things like that. So they'd never taken 5-10 minutes to really work out what we're all about in the first place. So didn't even know it was automated. That's how much, you know. And no, well, it's nothing to be angry about. Stop with the angry faces. It's something that I want to convey to you with anything you're doing. I'm not just talking about Bitcoin Ascension. I'm talking about anything you're doing. If you want to be a good parent, you know, you obviously understand your children. You know, you learn, say you keep them safe, you know, change their nappies, bottle. I learned so much being a parent. I really, really did. I thought I was the worst parent in the world with my first daughter, the one who's in the bedroom. I thought it was the worst parent in the world. Believe me, she had colic. Didn't understand it. Always crying. Always upset. I was feeding her. I was changing her, walking her up, taking her for drives. I didn't get any sleep at all. I couldn't sleep. Stressful time of my life. And I'm calling up my mother. I'm practically in tears. I actually probably was in tears, saying I'm the world's worst father in the world. If you're a parent, give me a like, because you know what that's like. And I'm talking to my mother. My mother's a lovely lady. You know, she'd sit the devil down and talk theology with him over a cup of tea, sort of thing, you know. she's the nicest lady in the world, God rest her soul. And I ring her up and I'd say, you know, I'm the worst parent in the world, I can't stop her crying, what have I done wrong, and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, she says, well, you know, maybe she's got too much wind. I said, oh, I'm burping and nothing's happening, you know. And she put me onto something, and I think it was called Infocol, and I gave her that with her food, and with the bottle and all that sort of thing. And of course it brings up the bubbles and the gas, and guess what? She stopped crying. But I really thought I was a terrible parent. But that's what I'm talking about with programs and things like that. Anything you're going to jump into online. Online doesn't mean drive-through, guys. Online isn't, I'm online, I'm doing an online program, I never have to work. You know, it's not, you know, because it's not like a job where you have to put in 8 hours a day, you know, to get the gold watch at the end after 50 years. It's easier than that, but it's not working, if you know what I mean. You can't just join a program and expect it to reap you great benefits, okay? You have to put some effort into it, and you have to know what it's about. You really, really do. So many people jump into a program. Jennifer Lee was a perfect example, poor girl. She jumped into this program, right? Bought 7 positions. She didn't talk to anyone. She saw one of her ads. She jumped in, signed on, made 7 positions. I have to give her credit. She didn't ask any questions whatsoever, but she was able to make 7 separate accounts and fund 7 different accounts without making a mistake. So kudos to Jennifer Lee, because I thought that was awesome. Before we even knew who she was, poor lady. Anyway, she's in there, and of course she got scared, because then she started to look into what the business was about. Should have probably done it beforehand, but you know, horse was already bolted. You know, I can understand eagerness. And then she realised it's not going to be like a quick, you know, double your Bitcoin in 3 seconds or something like that. And of course, she didn't really have the money for you know, to put that much in straight away on a longer term basis thing. I mean, as I said, this can be short term. It depends on us. We're the ones that drive how fast this goes. No one else. Us. And the people we bring in. And it's up to us to, when we bring in people, to get it moving. Anyway, in Jennifer Lee's case, she discovered late that, oh, okay, this is not going to be quick. I'm short of cash and things like that. So she was very upset, very scared, and has used to being scammed over and over and over again, being mistreated, misused. We've all been through that, haven't we? I have. I know you guys have too. I've gotten to know a lot of you over the last 4 months, and you've been screwed over that many times. It's ridiculous. And this has happened to Jennifer too. Now, she couldn't afford 7 accounts. I mean, she afforded them, but she still had to live, you know, and for the time it would take for her to cycle and things like that, you know, she needed money to help her brother, and I don't want to give away too much information, it's private information, but her brother, you know, needed some help. So Elaine bought 6 of the positions off her. Simple as that, because we're a donation base, so it's not refundable. It's once you donated, you donated. But of course, people heard her concerns and things like that, and her worry and her stress and her fear, and so the offer was made, and of course, Elaine bought 6 of those positions back off Jennifer and sent her the Bitcoin for them, and I think it was a philanthropist she knows got those 6 accounts that she set up for them. So that's fantastic. So that was a happy ending to that. But this is what I'm talking about. When you come into something and you're in Bitcoin Ascension now, really get to know how it works. We've got all the videos, believe me, on how it works. Just put in Bitcoin Ascension how it works, and the video will come up, and it'll show you. And Chuck takes you through how the matrix basically works. You know, from these lives, what we're about, why we are doing what we're doing, which is for helping to basically save the world, as far as I'm concerned. We're all superheroes. We're going to save the world, and but in a way where we're earning, as while we're saving the world, we're actually earning as well. That's why it's important. It's not like your normal charity where you work, and it drains you. You're dry because you really believe in what you're doing, but trouble is, you're basically killing the cow to get the milk. Here, I'm trying to, you know, have several cows to milk, so we never run out of milk, but we don't kill any cows either. So I want everyone to win, not just one side of it to win. Everyone has to win. So that's what Bitcoin Ascension essentially is, but you should really get to know the program while you do it. Anyone who doesn't know, I'll be there on the Zoom calls. You can ask me any question. I don't get offended. I don't get angry. I don't think there's any such thing as a stupid question. So you come in there with what you may think is a stupid question, but I find it important because you don't know the answer to this question, so it's not stupid. Just because, 95% of the world can know the answer to this question. But if you don't know the answer to the question, it's not a stupid question, okay? And you will always be given an answer and respected for asking the question in the first place. So never ever be worried about asking me a question. Though how long does it take? I'll answer that right now. It's up to us how long it takes. If you want it to cycle really, really fast, get involved. If you're not worried, don't worry about it. But if you're going to do nothing and then complain about it being not fast enough for you, no matter how fast we're going, not fast enough for you, well, you've answered your own question there. And it's still not a stupid question, but you've already answered it, So that's where I was going with all of that. The Zoom calls, I think, are going to be really, really important. You can invite a friend along and saying, hey, John, come and listen to Ivan. He's going to be on Zoom. Let's get on there and let's ask him our questions, and so we can clear it all up so you'll be happy when you start. You're already raring to go. You're not left with a ton of questions. And I'll do this 7 days a week, as well as the lives as well. That's the time I'm willing to give. So people are happy and people know what's going on. I'll give up all my time so you guys are happy and satisfied with what's happening, and you can put your 2 cents worth in. If you've got ideas, I want to hear about them. If and all that sort of thing. It's just anything you want to talk about. If you want to talk about what causes you love, what charities you love, I want to hear about it. Your life is interesting to me. That's the way I am. I'm not a nosy Parker who wants to know, what your life is like every day and everything like that. But if you want to share a dream, if you want to share a concern, if you want to share an idea, I'm here. I want to know. Simple as that. That's just who I am. Yes, I'm weird. Okay, live with it. Okay, so that's covered. You understand where I'm coming from, I hope. The other things I've got to talk about today, apart from Juliet talks too much. Just kidding. No, really. She's, oh my God. But she's so excited. She's always excited. She's like me. She's always pumped, always ready to go. Amazing lady to talk to. Don't get angry with me. You know you do. No, she's amazing. She really, really is. Always, she does lives with new members that come on, so she can talk to them, and she's very, very helpful. She's a godsend, to be honest. Because she can talk to these people, and that's what I'll be doing too. I won't be contacting you, contact me. I'll be putting my details up in a post, so you guys can Zoom me every night if you want to. Just stop in and just say hi while you're having a cuppa, and just shoot the breeze, so to speak. Talk about what life's like where you are and things like that, and what your dreams are. I want to know. I don't care if we have 1 million people join us and they want to talk to me, because we can have 1,000 people on Zoom. I think. And I can talk to you, and you can talk to me and ask you your questions. We'll just make sure we do it. Don't do it all at once, or it'll be really noisy. But I think if you're going to own a program and you want to heal the world and you want to help people and you're going to be genuine about it, you've got to make the time for your members, because your members, are everything. They're the whole thing, the whole purpose of what we're doing here. And like you, I'm a member as well. I have to be a member. I don't make money otherwise. I have to be a member. So we're all equal, okay? Just because I'm the founder of a program doesn't make me anything special. As I said, we're all special, okay? So we treat each other with respect, of course, but that's as far as it goes. I don't think I'm any better than anyone else. All right, other things that are happening. Elaine Thorpe has put up a post for the people between positions 3580 and 3630. In there, she wants you to send in a support ticket with your info. The post is there, so please go there. That's between 3580 and 3630, those positions. She will check, of course, when you put in the ticket, because you're going to have to put your username and stuff like that in there. So she'll go in and check, and she will be giving you those early positions that were promised in the competitions. She'll start with those, then she'll move on to the that competition number 2 we did, and then competition number 3. So she'll do that, but right now it's for those positions only, between 3580 and 3630. Get your early position that you were promised. for winning in the competition. So we have two other competitions going right now. One is I think we've reached the 50 for Tom to have to buy his 50. So when he's finished with his honeymoon, because there's no point trying to interrupt him now. Too much information, isn't it? But they're having a great time. I saw a post by Chanel Kent. It's Kent now, not Miller. On what they're doing, and they're going on a cruise tomorrow, I believe, in Wineglass Bay, which apparently is a natural wonder of the world. So I might actually Google that and have a look, see why it's so special. But they're going on a cruise tomorrow, which will be really, really nice because it's very cold down there. And so they're having a good time. When he comes back, he'll make his 50 accounts, of course, and to honour that competition. I believe that's done. The other one was you bring someone brand new in who wants to get involved in what we're doing, not someone who wants to sit there and say, how long does it take while I watch TV and do nothing else? Was that subtle? Someone who wants to get involved and believes in how we believe. It's important. It really is important. If we ever are going to heal the world and heal ourselves at the same time, you need those like-minded people, okay? You need people who want to be on the bus and help the bus go, not people who want to slow down the bus, okay? So when we got 50 of those, they get an early account. So great incentive. They get an account and they're basically getting one for nothing, all right? Or for just being a part of it and getting involved, which we all know. I mean, I shouldn't have to say it, but how long does it take? 10 minutes a day. That's all it takes, even less sometimes, if you're organised. I think we're getting close on the end of that one, and I'm thinking we've got over 2,000 active members, well 2,000 members at least, and so getting 50 people should not really be hard for 2,000 people. As I said, if we all invited a friend a week in, and exponentially it grows, we'd be going at 1 to 200 people a day already. Okay, that's it. That's simply how fast it can go, right? It's just up to us, and our friends don't have to be online Facebook marketing friends who are gurus and jump from program to program, or that sort of person. What it is Marge next door, who's always given to charity and things like that, and she's a good friend. You have a cup of tea every day and things like that, and she's on the internet and things like that. So they're the sort of people we're looking for, the people who really want to make a difference in the world, and it helps them at the same time. That's who we're looking for. We all know it's easy to make a Bitcoin account, and if you want to buy Bitcoin, there's 1,000 ways of doing that as well. So it doesn't matter what country you're in. Even the countries say no, you can't do that. Yeah, you can. They can't stop you. That's what we love about Bitcoin. The governments can't control whether you can have it or not. They can try and make it difficult, but it's not going to be long before they're going to start capitulating and going, yeah, it's okay, yeah, we can accept it. They will in the end. Simple as that. They always do. Humans are very predictable. If you look through all history of time, humans are very predictable. So there was that post earlier someone made. The expectation of Bitcoin being worth $250,000 by year 2022. Well, that's only 4 years away, isn't it? Yeah, about 4 years away. Think about where we're going to be in 4 years' time, and what 41 Bitcoin would be worth just with one account, 41 Bitcoin. And even if it took 4 years to get there, you're going to make $10 million if that's the case. I mean, wow. And if you follow my strategy, you're going to make a hell of a lot more than that. And that's 4 years away. This is what I mean. Don't be in a hurry to make your Bitcoin now. It's great making Bitcoin, and let's make steady Bitcoin and things like that, and let it grow and use it properly, because we're going to be training you on, or giving you advice, let's say, on how to be able to use that money but keep it at the same time so you don't run out. The idea of making good money is not running out but living a better life, okay? So we're going to show you how to do that, and there are ways of doing that are absolutely simple as, but you wouldn't know unless you were shown, unless you ask the right questions. And of course I always ask a lot of questions, and my poor accountant, I must be making a head spin with the questions I ask. But there's lots of different ways, and we will be showing people that as well. I want people here at Bitcoin Ascension to get the full Monty, as they say, with what we're doing. We're helping to heal the world, right? Small at first, but getting bigger. We are educating people on cryptocurrency, but also how to be able to live and still have your money as well, have your cake and eat it. We want to train you in that as well. We train with marketing already and things like that. And of course, you're going to also make money with us as well by joining in. So I think we're pretty much a full package. The owner's always available. Hello, that's me. Well, the founder. I don't say the owner. I think we all own it. So I'm more a founder. I founded it. Look, I founded it. I don't know if many people have spoken to me. Some of you may not have ever spoken to me, but as you can tell from my lives, I'm pretty easygoing. Okay, I'm not a behind the desk with a suit on sort of thing. Yes, I can give you 30 seconds of my time. Go. I'm not like that. Okay, I will sit back and have a good old chat with anyone, and I'm not here to con you or snow you or anything. I'm just here to give you the facts and the truth, because for too long that sort of stuff's been hidden from us. So when it comes to Bitcoin Ascension, I'll always give full diversions. I'll divulge everything because it's your program as much as it's my program. Okay, so you have the right to know. I just work a lot of hours. That's all. That's me. Anyone who knows me knows I'm like that anyway. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, Juliet put up. Chuck created this thing on a website, and it is absolutely awesome. It's got a great song with it that really describes what we're about, and it's a great song. But you go to this link, and it has videos, it has information. You can turn a page and it turns around to give you different videos, live testimonials, things like that are on there. That is an awesome way for someone to learn about Bitcoin Ascension. A great way to advertise as well. If you see it on Juliet's, when you see it on Juliet's page, she's done it in the chat room. She's probably done it in the juicing room too. We've given the link, I would say. Go there, share it onto your timeline. Guys, you want people to see this. This will explain a lot of stuff to them and give them so much information. All the information they would normally ask you the questions about, is this paying? We've got the live testimonials. Well, the video testimonials. We've got how it works and what we're all about. It's got a really cool song with it that tells people about how we want to, basically heal the world. It's got all the information there, and thank you very much to Chuck Shadduck for putting that together, and thank you, Juliet, for sharing that and getting that organised so everyone can share it. That should go viral, because that is awesome. It is really, really good. Very handy for everyone. It's a full information kit. We were actually having a bit of a laugh on the Zoom call about what's the most useless button on the Facebook group page. It's the files section, because no one ever uses it. We put the files in there, like I've got the where you can go, and people still come to me and says, "Oh, how do I get to Instagram, or whereabouts are we on YouTube?" Go to the file section, guys. It's in there. It's got a whole list of all the links you need to do what you need to do. But the files button, it's never used. No one ever thinks to go there. No one likes reading. Everyone likes to be shown. So that's why I figure if I do Zoom calls, you don't have to be reading. You have to be chatting, and you don't have to have your camera on if you're really scary. Or you think you're really scary. They make me put my camera on so people can see I'm real. Look, real. Ow. So I'll have my camera on. You don't have to have a camera on, but you can talk to me and all that, and that's pretty exciting. So what else have we got to talk about? Oh, there's so much happening. I'll still do those prospect calls for Friday and Saturday, I believe it is. It's again on Zoom. I'll talk to a bunch of people and tell them what our vision is. I do it often enough in the lives, tell you what our vision is, and I mentioned it again tonight. That's important. They're the people we want. We've also got quite a list growing of different charities and causes that have accounts now with Bitcoin Ascension. There's quite a few of them now, and we're going to grow a list of those, so we have a list. So if people ever ask, "Oh, what charities have been, are you helping out?" In other words, where they can earn as well as we're going to be helping them out, and we'll be able to have a list and say, well, these are and we're already starting a list, a beautiful list, as it is. I know Kath Foster, Arthur Schenk, Terry Phillips, Juliet, Mandy, I think. There's quite a few people, of course, Craig Smith and Sarah McGickey. There's causes of charity already in Bitcoin Ascension, guys. Someone was asking me, oh, how many people have been paid? I said, over 500 people have been paid in 4.5 months. Over 100 people a month are cycling and making money with Bitcoin Ascension. We've only been around 4.5 months, and we've already paid out over 500 people. Okay, so anyone who says it's not moving fast enough, well, yeah, we can make it move faster if we all work together. But that's not a bad record, guys. Most of these programs that you see online, they're already finished, right? They're already done, and all these new ones popping up and things like that, that's fine, But I know we're going to be here, and we're going to be here in another 4 months, and another 4 months, and another 4 months. That's how much I believe in what we're doing. And that's how much you guys believe in what we're doing. That's why we're going to do so well. So keep positive, get involved. If you really do have a passion and you really want to succeed, not just say you want to succeed, you really want to succeed, get involved with us, guys. We're the most easy going bunch around. You're not going to find it any easier anywhere else in the world. Simple as that. We all work together, we work less. One person working to save the world, it'll take him 24 hours a day and the rest of his next 10 lives. But you have 1 million of us working together, it takes 5 minutes a day for a very short period of your life. And, and we've done it. That's the trick. If you look at the numbers and look what you can actually do, as I was saying on the call tonight, it's not about just, helping a charity with a little bit of money where it'll help them for a couple of days. It's like a women's shelter that needs air conditioning and stuff like that, so they do the fundraising to try and get air conditioning or heating or something like that, depending on where it is in the world. I'd like to be able to go in and say, bang, there you go, there's your air conditioning, all done. Or here's a new wing, or here's some better counsellors or more counsellors, so more of the women get seen and taken care of. And the same with like soup kitchens and homeless shelters and so many places we can help. But we get enough of us together, just for $1, say, a month from each of us, and because we've got such a large membership, we don't just help a little bit, we actually solve problems. Not help towards solving problems, we actually solve that problem. It's gone, it's done. They're finished, they've got everything they needed. That's exciting, right? That's what I find so exciting. Not just helping out, I wish we could do more. David Clark did something, Papua New Guinea had massive earthquakes. People lost their houses, people are starving over there. You don't hear it on the news, because I guess a celebrity wasn't there. So you don't hear about it on the news, it doesn't matter. It does to these people. Wouldn't you like to be over there and just be able to rebuild the village? Because it wouldn't be that expensive. Would you be able to go and rebuild the village and make sure those children are eating, have clothes, they're not dying from the poisons that happen with disasters like this, disease that follows and things like that? Wouldn't you love to be able to just solve that and say, look what we did. Look what we've done. And what did it cost me to do something like that? $1. Wouldn't you like it to be $1 instead of, you're giving away $50 here, $1,000 here, all that sort of thing to try and help these causes. If we can all work together and build our membership up and we put in $1, we could do so much good. That's the perspective I want you to have, and they're the sort of people I want you to bring in. I want you to join charity groups and talk to people in there about what they really want to do and say, look, this is what Bitcoin Ascension wants to do. And the membership we grow means a better world and less suffering. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I love you all very much. I'll put up a post tomorrow because I'll be going to bed not long after this because it's already like 5 a.m. Of what time my Zoom call is going to be and my Zoom number, and all that. I'll schedule a meeting or something like that. I'll work it out. So you guys can come in and just have a chat to me, bring a friend along and saying, hey, John wants to know a bit more about Bitcoin Ascension. I can sit there, have a bit of a chat to him. He can ask us questions. And that way, if he's ready to join, at least he knows what's involved. And I think that's really, really important. People should never just join blind and then try and find out later. They should try and find out beforehand. So I want to be available to do that. Okay? All right then. I think that's all. If I've missed something, I'll catch up with it tomorrow. So that's all exciting too. Let's get these competitions done because I want to start another competition fairly soon. And that'll be a fun one as well. All right, guys. I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye. It didn't work.